Keep it going for Jake, everybody. An Aryan wet dream come to life. There he is. Just saying, if the Nazis had won World War II, he'd be on posters right now. That's all I'm saying. You know. So, my name is Patrick Tomlinson. I'm really glad you all came out tonight. We drinking tonight, Madison? Yeah. Yes! Of course we are. We're Wisconsin. That's what we do. I was driving down to Chicago a couple of days ago, and if you haven't been there for a little bit, they have these big electronic billboards over the highways now that display these messages like, 573 deaths on Illinois highways. I'm like, oh, good, they're keeping score. I hope they beat the high score. I'm really pulling for those guys down there, you know. A lot of Illinois sympathizers in here. Jesus. I don't know, but driving in Wisconsin's just a different animal. Like, I drive all over the country for this stuff. I do this. I'm an author. I go around to cons and stuff. And in Wisconsin, you see things you don't see everywhere else. Like, in any other state, you may not know this, but the billboards that, like, Mothers Against Drunk Driving put up, they say, make sure to use a designated driver. Our billboards say, make sure to designate a sober driver. Because you all kind of lost the thread on what a designated driver was, apparently. You don't designate a driver based on which one of your drunk friends hasn't had his first DUI yet. That's not actually how you're supposed to do it. Hey, who doesn't currently have an interlock device on their car? Gary, you're up. Not supposed to do it like that, apparently. And it just because there's that whole thing that the Department of Transportation is putting out. It's like zero in Wisconsin. It's like, zero deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Something we can all live with. That's the slogan. Like, I don't want to be the guy whose job it is to make that become a reality. I would set way more realistic goals. I'd be like, hey, Wisconsin, maybe don't shake dice for shots tonight. Like, maybe just fucking calm down, you animals. Nobody else does that. Anywhere in the country. So, who here is in a relationship, everybody? Woo! Who here has been in a bad relationship? The rest of you, good, okay. Who here learned after the bad relationship to prioritize what's in the inside over physical beauty? One ugly table in the back. I'm kidding. I'm sure you've all got great personalities. You're right. You're right. You got to go with physical beauty because you know what you're getting. It's right there. There's no way to fool it. What's on the inside can screw you up years later. Let's give you an example. Like, physical beauty's never going to do you like this. You're never going to be waiting outside of a Kohl's changing room for your wife, and she comes out and she's like, honey, do these yoga pants make my ass look like it's going to leave you after 9 years for no apparent reason? And then emotionally manipulate you into giving up the rights to the child who's growing in her womb even now? No? That's something yoga pants do? Oh, well, they're on sale. We have enough Kohl's cash, so we're getting these. Oh, I guess we are. So I'm divorced. I hate that woman. I just hate her. And I don't like the way we abuse the word hate these days. We overuse it to the point it has no meaning. Like, just the other day, I was in line behind a young lady in a Starbucks, and the barista asked her, would you like a shot of peppermint in your frappa mochaccino or whatever the fuck it was? And she's like, oh God, no, I hate peppermint. I just hate peppermint. I'm like, really? You hate peppermint? Did peppermint leave you so 3 months later you could marry your friend Spearmint? Is that something that happened to you? Has peppermint prevented you from seeing your little candy cane for the last year and a half? Is that going on in your life? Did you spend an entire week wrestling with whether or not killing peppermint was going to be worth the jail time? Is that something that's... No? Well, you don't hate peppermint. It's just not your thing. Thank you, everybody. My name is Patrick Tomlinson.
Patrick Tomlinson, next on the stage, number 8, if you're following